What's good, y'all? It's your boy KCB. We got another one today. We're gonna be making a beat for Rod Wave. I've been making a lot of dark melodies lately, and so it's time to switch it up a little bit. Kick off the cobwebs and make a melodic beat. Before we do that, hit that sub, like, comment, and check tomorrow for the Lost Soul Loop Kit demo. We're going to be starting a contest. If you take a melody from that kit, you make a beat, you send it to me. I'm going to go through them all. The winner will get that kit for free, my last kit for free. If you have that, my drum kit for free. I'm going to repost your beat, and then we're going to do a collab as well. So check out for that tomorrow. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and start making a Rod Wave beat. What's good, y'all? It's your boy KCB. We got another one today. We're going to be making a melodic beat for Rod Wave. I've been making a lot of dark melodies and dark beats lately, so it's time to kind of step out of that and go back to some melodic beats. It's been a little while since I kind of made one, so we're going to go ahead and kick them webs off. So I went ahead and... So for Rod Wave beats, like, a lot of times you're going to use pianos or guitars, or like Voxes are great to use as well. You're going to use a lot of instruments that, invoke more emotion. So a lot of times, like, we're going to use a piano, so we're going to start with that. So I'm just going to do really basic chords here. I'm doing a B minor scale. I pretty much just laid out some root notes here, and then I just kind of duplicated them, put them up one octave, and then I went ahead and added another note, kind of like a minor chord on some of these, or I adjusted the notes so they are in the same scale on some of the others, and then I just duplicated that and added it above as well. So this is just a really basic chord pattern here. So we're going to start out with this. We're going to add some stuff to it. So this is what we're going to start with right here. So real basic. So that's going to be like the base for our melody here. We're going to add a bunch of different stuff to it. So one thing I wanted to do was look for a Vox that I could use for a melody in this. So I got a Vox here from Cymatics. So let's see here. So the original sample sounds like this. It's actually one of the ones we used in the Young Boy beat, I believe. And so I just took that and kind of altered it a bit and just made a real basic melody here, kind of following the root notes, not necessarily though. So I went ahead and added that to it, changed up, added a few plugins on that as well. Valhalla Supermassive, just EQ and reverb. So with the Vox, this is a melody I made, just real simple. So those two together are going to be like the background melody. So then I want to give it more of a full feel to that, and I want to add more instruments that add emotion. So some instruments that I really like to use are strings. So I went ahead and pretty much just duplicated my chords from my piano and put it into a string. Now with strings, you gotta be a little bit careful because a lot of them can be like really loud, and so you might have to like EQ some of the harsher frequencies with the string, or like in this case it's my it's gonna be the lowest for volume. So so this is just with string. So that's going to be kind of behind everything, and I kind of EQ'd it so it's going to be slightly underneath some of the other melodies. And so I wanted to add something else to it, something that was more like a bass note, something a little deeper. So I went ahead and grabbed an organ and just did like the bass root notes. So that sounds like this. So then from there with the melody, so what I did was, so I'll usually go back into my keys here and I'll start kind of placing notes. I'll usually do some longer and shorter notes and I'll start kind of making my melody. So like with this one here. All right, so when you make the melody with the piano, I'll usually start with some longer notes, add what I think sounds good, and then start doing some shorter notes. So like with this one, I went... A lot of times it helps if you know, you can like hum the melody out, like I kind of hum this one out, so it's a little bit easier. So then I just went ahead and duplicated that exact melody that we just made there. And so I just duplicated that and then put that one octave up, kind of like I did with the chords there. And then from there, so I took that melody that we just kind of made there, and then so I took that, duplicated it, put it up an octave, and then I went ahead and added almost kind of like some rolls, some really small notes here to give it kind of that roll feel. So that one, so the melody I made out of that I just showed you was this. So that melody is going to be kind of our higher note melody that's going to go over the top of our others. So, you know, we're going to have a lot of different instruments all together here to give it a full sound. And then in the beat, a lot of times you can kind of take away in certain aspects where, you know, you have an artist that's going to sing or vocalize on the track. So with everything, all of the elements there for our melody. All right, and so this is our melody all together with all those instruments. Alright, so that's the melody we're going to use there. And so we're going to go ahead and hit the drums next. And for the drums, you don't have to go too crazy. Usually with like the kicker 808, I mean 808 you really don't want to go, you know, too crazy. I mean it's really up to you, it's your beat, but a lot of times, you know, it's going to be kind of a slower pattern, or, you know, it's not going to be so crazy. So that way, you know, Rod Wave or whoever you're working with can kind of just flow over the track. So let's go ahead, and we got just a clap here. And this is going to go back to sound selection too. You know, when you're making these type of beats, you want them to sound, you know, emotional, happy, sad, you know, different feelings to them. And a lot of times your sound selection is going to kind of reflect that. So we're going pretty easy with the pattern here, but I mean, yeah, on you know, certain beats like this for melodic artists who's going to be doing a lot of harmonizing, vocalizing, all of that, you want to leave them, you know, a little bit more room than you would for some other artists, so that way they can kind of do what they want. So I'm not really going to go too crazy at all on the drums on this one. We're going to add a couple 808s in here and there, chop it up, and we're going to go ahead and add different ambient sounds in the track as well. So let's go ahead and play some 808s. Always make sure your 808 is in pitch here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and piece this together. Alright, y'all, so we got it all pieced together here. So I went ahead and added like some rain sounds in the background where like the verse might be. And then I also added just like a little kind of intro vox here as well. So did that. I arranged this one a bit different from some of the other tracks because, you know, there's going to be more vocalizing, harmonizing, all that good stuff on here. And so so I made the verse part a little bit longer, so that way you can just kind of like go off and, you know, almost freestyle a little bit. So we got that all there. So let's see what we got.
Kyle, cook this beat.
Alright, y'all, so that's gonna do it. We did it. It's been a while since I made a melodic beat, but we got it. We banged it out. We got something. So I hope you guys liked the video. Hit that sub, like, comment, all that. There's gonna be a lot more on the way. Tomorrow I'm gonna be dropping a video announcing the start of the Lost Soul Loop Kit contest. That contest is gonna be, you download the demo, you make a beat with one of the melodies. You can, you know, add more melodies or just use that melody and make a beat with it. Send it to me. I'm gonna go through them. The winner's gonna get that kit for free, my last kit for free. If you have that, you'll get my drum kit for free. I'm gonna repost your beat. I'm gonna do a collab with you. So it's gonna be a fun little contest. So make sure to check that out tomorrow. So until next time, y'all.